YouTube experiment number one started on Facebook because that was the foundations. Boom, we're live on YouTube, live on Facebook. Iron this out, and we got some friends with us here today. We have, of course, the trusty Boss RC30, as it were, right? Got to love that, eh? Good times with the Shure mic. Okay, so you can rest assured there's a beat kit, you have double pedal action and such. And here, of course, we have the Yamaha keyboard setup. Nice to revive it out of the closet here recently, a couple days ago it's arrived. And of course, the Honeytone, right? Gotta love that. I mean, that's what, 20-ish of the US Dolores, right? And you get quite the delivery of an amp out of that little guy right there. The Honeytone on Amazon, highly recommended. They travel well. They got a little belt clip on them here. A little belt. Look at that. So you can just that was for me in my early days, busking in San Fran and things. Of course, I would use that with the electric violin, and it carries decently. You could even loop it in. Now the looper here, as you'll notice, I've got a bit of a Drankety wiry setup. I actually got that AC adapter in China over there, and you see, we will hopefully it won't cut out. If we do have the battery backup, but that's cool. So the RC, a lot of loopers are not transportable. However, both RC30s are. So good street and all that. So let's think about this. So crypto music. Here we are, right? And we know that we are in times where even the sort of lulls in fascination or curiosity with cryptocurrency at certain surface layers, with being just concerned with price more so, right? And we see that, for example, forms of art are extensions, of course, of what we know to be these rapidly emerging tech companies, okay? Based globally, whereas, as we know, the tech bubble was about $10 trillion at its peak before it crashed down to $2 trillion, and that was mostly U.S. investors, whereas cryptocurrency is worldwide, 24/7, and people with many different type of accents, not even just acting, can, of course, let's see. Well, I see a bunch of people joined. And to keep you all entertained, let's just get some music going to start with here. Let's not get too carried away looking at multiple. We got the YouTube Live and the Facebook Live. Well, the experiment, please. Thank you for your feedback. Let's put this mic on. And here's the experiment going down. All right. Cool. Well, here we are. Let's do a little dubstep something, right? What do you think? Okay. All right. So yeah, we're getting funky. We're gonna do a little dubstep looping. Let's try it on, shall we? Okay. Let's lay the bass loop. Here we go. All right. That was just a test to make sure that I didn't, before I lay the longer loop, that the live. But that one's really short. So of course we are going to stop that shenanigery and get more serious. Here we go. Little dubstepery. Let's see. We got the piano plugging in here. Let's see how that turned out. Oh yeah. Now we're starting to get a little something, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, now we got, let's try a little violin in the mix, shall we? So, again, welcome to the channel. If you haven't been connected with the channel, this is related to art and emerging technologies in 2018, San Francisco, Beijing, Hong Kong, New York, London, LA, Sydney, you know, Seoul, Kyoto, Tokyo. It's endless. All right. There's many emerging companies coding very rapidly right now, and you may or may not have been aware of it. Probably heard of Bitcoin. However, that is just a very basic iteration of these emerging technologies. Hey, Emily, what's up, cuz? Is it the cuz? Whoever's on, nice to be here. Do let me know what is the sound. How's the sound? This is total experiment. First time we're doing this. Just promoting the new YouTube channel and such. We got the Looper here, the Boss RC30, already with a Shure mic, and we would just add a couple layers. At least we got this far on this one, so let's just add a little violin. See where it goes. All right. Hey, what's up, Emily? Yo. Okay, a little violin, shall we? What do you think? And maybe we'll put another tempo on here. All right. Hey, everybody. So I did put the pickup on the violin here. And for anyone who's just joined, yes, this is this is our first attempt. Let me know how you think it's going. What up, Sam? Let me know how you think it's going here. I'm gonna, let's see, convert this guy into the violin. We got the pickup going. I think it's a little dark, isn't it? A little on the dark side for the screen. So live stream #1 with YouTube, slightly dark. If anyone wants to go over on YouTube and give it a shout on YouTube, YouTube's a little silent right now for the double streams. Okay, so this is a new pickup going on right here, and this one's the K&K. So you got two going under those parts of the bridge, and another one coming through right over here. And because it's a little new, the mechanism is going to need to get worked in there a little more, but there we go. Okay, so here we go. That's how something acoustic, right? Something acoustic becomes electrified. Different pickups. So let's give this one a whirl, and maybe we'll change up the beat kit like a Boss RC30 like this. So this is the beat kit run, right? And of course, if you use something like Ableton, your live beat kit is going to be way more dynamic and easy to build, right? This is, in some ways, the Looper now. I mean, the RC30, you know, things like this in some ways will always be good in their own way, but certainly we see that, you know, yeah, beat kit like this, it gets done. I mean, you got the MIDI, you can do MIDI into this, so you could run Ableton with it and stuff anyways, of course. So, yeah. All right, so we got the violin plugged in. All right. Turn down this live mic. See if we can. All right, track 2. Let's put a little violin in track 2, shall we? New setup. Close quarters here. Hitting the key with the bow or something. Nice to see people pass through. Hey, Paul. Good to see Mr. Hudson. If you're still on the live one. So let's see. Let's see if we let's try to lay. I'm gonna lay a little violin track in here. See how it's going. If you've just joined the channel, yeah, this is partly these new collaborations that I'm doing on YouTube with various tech, humanitarian, you know, nonprofit art tech companies I'm connected with. So these are musical explorations for Atlas Protocol, which is one of the companies that I've connected with out in San Francisco that are really interested in investing in art more with blockchain technology for helping artists, kind of like Patreon, receive, you know, fair compensation for their efforts out there. So a lot of it, there's open IP projects, but then there is also digital verification for artists as well. So we're seeing it as a revolution, right? And it is inevitably rippling through the music industries and things. And right now it's very early in those phases. So partly this is an effort combining with music to be fun and entertaining and perhaps put on accents at times. Why not, you know? Then, you know, we can explore and share these topics and together do the research and share the opportunities of our age. All right, we're up to 2 viewers. This is exciting. If anyone also goes on YouTube, we got the live stream going there. Maybe I shall link it in the comments. Let's see. Well, it's on. If you search crypto music on YouTube, it's there. It should be in the top 10 or 15. And got about 40 subscribers. So let's lay a new little bit of violin into this. Let's let that happen. Let's see, we're catching some. Let's see how we can amplify that. A little effect. Hey, let me know what you think of this, guys. This is an experiment. It's my first YouTube and Facebook live stream together. I just tried a Facebook Live yesterday, and because people, like on Patreon, they're saying, you know, these are helpful ways to connect with folks out there. So let me know what you think. All right. Hey, how we doing, y'all? Hope everyone's having a good day. Good times. I might share the Facebook link. Let's see. Where would this be? First time doing the Facebook link. Whatever. If you go on my YouTube channel, it's there. It would be cool to see anyone click on the YouTube channel and give it a nod on there. Let me know what you think of everything. So we just laid a violin track here. That's a tempo delay effect, right? The Boss RC30, why not? This looper right here. So, yeah, one of the things I wanted to just talk about on here is I'm scheming. Let me know, whoever's listening right now, if you have ideas. Basically, there's some particular blockchain companies I've gotten to know. Being out in San Francisco, I'm now in Vermont, but in the last week, to the Nebulous mainnet release I went to, and there's these opportunities for artists to contribute. There's always opportunities for artists to contribute to these blockchain tech companies through creating soundtracks, demos, dances, using social media, using whatever language they know as well. So I think there's just a lot of fertile opportunities. And so this YouTube channel is an effort partly through the expressions of music, firstly, to open this up and also be a role model in the sense of some folks in these blockchain scene were saying, oh, you're the first musician coming in and writing a piece of music like I wrote for the Nebulous main release that I was at. But hey, so this live chat is another experiment. So far, my guess is it's a little too dark. But let's set some new loops. We don't want those to get too old and stale. We do not like stale loops in the hair. Alrighty. So here we go. We're going to just tone it back. We'll tone it differently. Not necessarily back, forward, or frozen in between, but you know, operative in its own way. We'll save that one we just did. Why not? One big advantage, of course, of the Boss RC30 dual track looper is that this loop station allows you to remember approximately 99 landscapes, which you have recorded in a multi-track recording. Okay, so let's try another scene, shall we? That's an interesting one. Let's see what else we got going on. These are, you know, I'm just going back through some of the loops that we've had in here right now. And yeah, the live experiment continues. I got 1 thumbs up on YouTube Live, and that's a start. You got to start somewhere. Live stream number 1, ladies and gentlemen. We got company here, and we're going to live and live something fresh for you right after we take this drink of water, of course. Anyways, if anyone, yes, hope everyone's having a great weekend and living forth their days. So be well, and let's lay something forward, shall we? Okay, here we go. Right me out. We're going to let's pop up to that empty double track landscape. 32. Why not the number 5? Yeah. Hey. You know, peaks of roofs and new beginnings, putting up new structures, right? Testing these live systems, all right, in the algorithms, okay? So let's lay a beat first. Okay, here we go. Oh dear. So that's what happens when your mic volume is at 0 and you presume you are recording, but we were not. However, I do think we're still live within these videos universes, which we will look back on from the future and talk to ourselves and say hello to the future folks with videos and to the present and honoring the past, of course. So now we are going on 20 minutes and a half. And I guess maybe to bring things together, we're just going to lay one more set. All right, we're going to kick it off. Here we go. And all right, we got the Boss RC30 looper. We're going to lay some beats into it, add some piano, violin, and explore. Feel free to comment with what you'd like to hear, your ideas, what you think. How's this going? The live experiment? Hope you're doing well. All right. Is that Deepak? Dead Deepak in the house? Is that Deepak in the house? Is that you, man? In Facebook stream? With lots of love. Whoever. Okay. So here we go. Track 32. We're gonna lay it down. We got the mic volume up. All right. Let's lay a beat. Let's lay a beat right now. Right about meow. Funk Soul Brother. Here we go. Oh, we're crackling in and out. Let me just pull this adapter and we'll go with phantom power mode, batteries, everybody, because we're live. So here we go. Let's run it. And go. The crypto mute. Oh. Oh yeah. All right, let's add some violin into something like that. All right, that gives us something to work with, right? Why not? Something to work with here. Let's add some violin. A little Soda Gypsy-ish. See how here it sounds in the loop. Not bad. A little effect filter there. All right. I layered a little more before bringing the piano. What do you say? All right, that's a sufficient little violin layer, right? We can call it going somewhere. Now let's add a little piano into the scene by getting this guy out. So sometimes depends if you have splitter chords, I could have had the piano already plugged in and not have to take the pickup out of my violin, of course. But here we are. All right, let's pop that right there. Again, the experiment continues. Shall we go to half an hour and then call it good? This is a test demo in motion for crypto music. Okay, cryptocurrencies, it so happens my life and story has become rapidly embedded within the organism, the blockchain organism, of understanding that these decentralized ledger systems are a way for humanity to move forward and have the accountability required for the complexity of being human in these times, in the so-called post-modern age, eh? That's what they say. And we can say and consider. So let's have some conversations. If you watch this video, please let me know what you think of any of this. I would love to hear any responses. And of course, if you would like to subscribe, that could be very helpful. You know, sometimes. All right. You know, it would be lovely because we can create together. If what I'm talking about with blockchain and the research behind it, do your own research, excites you, and the applications as an artist, as someone who could use social media, translate things, you know, be an enthusiastic presence, there's a possibility to align with these cutting edge waves of technological development and social organization and education. Okay? And yes, so reach out if any of this interests you. And of course, rock on, like always. Alrighty, here we are, the Power and Community, and we've got a community of sound going. Let's lay a little vocal layer before finishing off with some piano, and maybe a special guest will appear before we call the show good at about half an hour. Here we are. Oh, yeah. All right. Now we're gonna add some piano. Let's see. So this is sort of a gypsy-ish G minor, D minor, intertwined turnaround. Pretty simple, but something to play with and consider for experiment number 1, YouTube, Facebook Live interplay. first show. The YouTube Facebook library. Oh yeah, the experiment. Why not, right? Why not? Why not? Okay, so yes, a little, promo of sauce in its own way. Today, I know we'll have to get some better lighting, I'm sure, and such things, but I think perhaps a decent first attempt. Let me know what you think. And we can only probably go up on here, but I thought, why not bring the looper in right away in this scenario? And because we haven't played with it for a while, and here it is in Vermont. And feeling, the music of this is the forward-leaning energies of blockchain technologies evolving our social technology, our capacity to be more planetary, global creatures and human beings, and progress past these collective and then also self-imposed, internalized, oppressive, fascist, frameworks of being. We don't have to be a dictator for ourselves or the world. That in fact we are organisms, and the organisms that seem to have this profound resilience are those that are wise harvesters. And when we're harvesting wisely, we're not coming from one central point of, supposing a certain identity that's just sort of a one egoic self at the personal level, or collectively with some sort of tyrant, kings and queens and such jazz, that actually we feel the activation 2007, 2018, and we're being propelled forward. Here we are now, a week into April and such, April 8th, 2018. And certainly things continue to develop. But I would certainly recommend anyone who gets to the point of listening, watching this video, and actually hearing what I'm saying right now, I would offer to you to learn about these more global infrastructures, these platforms by which projects, which will be the next age of the internet through blockchain, are evolving through. And if you do enough research, it would seem that you can really distill down and come to some that would seem definitely to be such like those that the original Amazon and Google were hard to detect, and yet you can see some people that have already been working really hard. And of course, I am biased in that in all my research over 200 companies and more largely 1,000, that Nebulous in particular, as also folks who came from Google, but also out of the East, so-called, from China, but with very global humanitarian sentiment, providing search functions and value ranking ability to the blockchain for the health of blockchain organism, right? And also supportive of people contributing artistically. So there's a lot of these early companies that if you actually take the time to read the white paper on the website and everything and spend more time with it, you will find yourself becoming really intrigued and realize there's a lot of sophisticated development that's been in motion for even the last decade in these technologies. And now we're seeing a new spring, even though the bitter hold of, winter's doubt persists with the uncertainty. At the same time, there seems inevitability of the usefulness, the profound usefulness of these emerging technologies, which have been in development and are leaping forward. So, hope this has been an interesting video looking in the present, back, forward, and beyond. And we sort of did a little dubstepery, a little jazzafrazzery, and miscellaneous interloops. So please let me know what you think. Appreciate your support and rock on. All right.